Okay, good work, everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for this Motzai Shabbos Vayigash, sponsored Lili Nishmas David Ben Chaim, L'Refur Shalema for Eliyahu Moshe Ben Chaya Sarah, and for Yaakov Ben Bas Yaleah for the Schus of Abraham and Yam Benish B'Malk Yudis and family, sponsored by the Fisher family, Lili Nishmas Bas Rabbi Shlomo Ben Avraham Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We learn L'Refur Shalema for Moshe Meir Ben Esther Fradel, for Meir Ben Chaya Sarah, for Devorah Bas Shoshabina, and Rivka Bas Shiraleh. They should have a Refuah Shalem B'Sei Shecher Yisrael. And we are sponsored by Yoel Klugman for their Gesund Parnasa and Nachas. The Mishnah tells us, Mishnah Daled in the 6th parak, Beis HaSkila Yegavoya Shtei Kaimis. The cliff that they push him off was high, the height of 2 men. Echad min ha'edim doichafu al masnav. One of the witnesses push him in the back. Remember, Yado Edim Tir Boy Barishayna, so they participate in the execution. Echad min ha'edim doichafu al masnav. One of the witnesses push him in the back, and he falls. And nepach al libay, he falls onto his heart. Remember, he was naked in the back. So, hoifchay al masnav, they turn him onto his back. That's where he had the loincloth. Im meisba, if he died, yatsa, then the execution is fulfilled. Vim lav, if there's still some life in him, they take a very heavy rack, and the first witness is helped by the second witness. Hasheni noitelesa evan, the second witness takes with him the heavy rack. V'nois na'aliba, they push it, hurling it on his heart, on his chest. In Meispa, if he dies, Yatza, they fulfill their requirement. V'im lav, if not, Rigimosai b'chol Yisrael, then everybody participates in his stoning. Shenemar yad ha'edim tia by barishayna, the witnesses first participate, lamisai, v'yad kol ha'am b'acharayna, and then everybody else afterwards. Kol ha'niskal nislin, whoever is stoned is afterwards, his body is hung up for a short time. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. The only person that's given this further indignity is one who curses Hashem or one who worships idolatry. A man, when he's hung up, his face faces the people. But the woman her face faces towards the wood and not towards the people. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer, the Chachamim Aimim, that only ha'ish nisla, only a man is hung after being executed. Ve'eino isha nisla, a woman is not hung at all. Amalam Rabbi Eliezer says, V'aloi Shimon ben Shetach tola noshim ba'Ashkelon. Shimon ben Shetach hung 80 witches in Ashkelon. Amrullah, so he said, you can't learn from there. Because Shmainim noshim tola, he executed 80 women on the same day, and they didn't execute more than one person a day. We never convict 2 people on the same day. So we see that was a special Horah Shah, a special exception which we don't learn from. What is the procedure of hanging the executed person? They sink a beam, a vertical beam in the ground, and then they have on the top of this vertical beam a wooden bar coming horizontally out from it. And they take the executed person and they tie his 2 hands together, and they tie him to the bar, and they leave him there for a moment. Rabbi Yossi Aimer, they did it differently. They put a beam diagonally leaning against a wall, and they hang him from that beam, the way butchers hang an animal. They take him down immediately. If they leave him overnight, they transgress a negative commandment. You shouldn't leave his corpse on a tree. Ki cover tikbarenu, you should surely bury him. Ki kilas elikim toli, because it would be a curse to Hashem to leave him hanging. This opinion holds that we only hang somebody that commits blasphemy. So when a person sees for a long time somebody hanging, he says, oh, it's because they cursed Hashem, and that causes a chilul Hashem. People say, why is this person hanging? That's a euphemism for cursing Hashem. Which generates a chilul Hashem. Now, another pshat in kilulas elikim toli, the word kilulas, kal, has a opposite meanings. It means light, but it also means heavy. And the pasuk says, kilulas elikim toli. When somebody is hung for his sins, Hashem feels a great sense of heaviness and distress. Amar Reb Meir, b'shosha adam mitztar, when a person is distressed because of punishment, shchina ma'aloshin oimeres, what does the shchina say? Kaviyachal, as if to say, kaloini meroishi, I'm heavy in my head. Of course, Hashem has no physical existence, ein loi demus haguf, ein a guf, but this is kaviyachal, so to speak. Hashem says, I'm heavy in my head, kaloini mizroi, I feel heavy in my hand. Now, if Hashem is aggrieved when the blood of the wicked is spilled, then Hashem is surely distressed when the righteous die, like in the Holocaust. Not only does it mean that, whoever leaves over a regular person who died overnight and doesn't bury on the day of the death is over the lav of Loisalan, except if Halina Likfoidai, if they left him over for his honor, so he should have a bigger levaya the next day in order to inform people, or people should have time to come, or lahavi loyaron v'tachrichin, or to bring a coffin or shrouds, then an overlove, then they're not over if they wait till the next day. Now, the executed person, initially, they wouldn't bury him in the burial plot of his fathers. They wouldn't bury him in the family plot. There were two cemeteries for the Bezdin. One for those that were more lenient, those that were beheaded and strangled. And one for those that were more serious, for those that were stoned and those that were burned. All right, Rabbi said we'll stop over here. Thank you all for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.